Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. As you see that the topic is ISO 19650. Okay, so it is a standard of BIM. Like if we talk about HBAC, then suddenly it comes in our mind that it's related to some standard, right? Like if I want to design about HBAC, I must have to follow like ASRE, okay, and for duct SMACNAM, if we are in India, DW 144, okay. So all these standard, on behalf of this standard we have to follow and design the HBAC, right? Similarly, if we talk about the firefighting, then we must follow the NFPA code, right? And if you talk about the plumbing, so I must have to follow IPC, okay. So all this one is the standard which I have to follow while the designing. So similarly, if we talk about the BIM, building information modeling, then I must have to follow ISO 19650. Okay, this is the part 1. So hi everyone, if you are interested in my MEP design, and now I am going to start about the BIM from the scratch. So I request you all that must follow and also visit my channel, subscribe, okay, because many videos I upload, and also some viewers subscriber request some about some topics, so I also make the video related to that topic, okay, to clear your doubt, okay. So I must request that please follow and subscribe, okay. So this is part 1. See, this is the standard of BIM which I have to follow while the documents we have to arrange, okay. So see, let's talk about the journey of the BIM standard, okay, because see, while the saving our files, just this is example, while saving our files, if I am talking about the suppose I am designing the drainage, right? Drainage. So whilst I save the file, some modeler or some company will save like DR in shortcut abbreviation, okay. Some company will save DRN, okay, or same also D, okay. So if I will share this file, then it will be make confusion, okay. This is the reason I have to follow one standard code, a standard code, right? So in BIM I have to follow ISO 19650, okay. Before that one, the British generate this standard. That code in 2007, British standard generate the code BS 1192, okay. After that, in 2013, right, it converts, the standard was same, but it converts and only change the name PAS 1192, right. After that, but this code was only isolated in the British areas, okay, not international. After that, in I think in 2018, it adopt the British standard and make the international code, and name was ISO 19650. Okay, so this is the BIM international standard which I have to follow, right? So why this code is important, right? So let's see why the code is important before designing. Okay, see here, if we talk here's see, in this lecture I am going to explain about ISO 19650 and about role and responsibilities for BIM documents, that who is responsible for creating the which document. Okay, as it is my video title. Okay, and also I'm going to explain about the document is responsible related to which party, appointing party or lead appointed party or appointed parties. Okay, so all this I'm going to explain. See, next, why responsibilities matter. See, as I explained that for avoid confusion, okay, and also prevent scope gaps. Okay, so in this video I will explain ISO 19650 responsibilities in a very simple way. Who creates which BIM documents and models, and at what stage of documents and what stage of project the documents required. Okay, it is not necessary that all documents required before starting the project. Okay, so at what stage the document is required, so also I will explain. Okay, see, appointing party, it means the client. Okay, so many BIM project we know that fails not because of software. Okay, everyone have software like Revit, Naviswork, but still the many project fail not because of the software but because responsibilities are unclear. Okay, ISO 19650 clearly define who is responsible for information creation and management, right? So see, the appointing party, it means the client. The appointing party, usually the client, does not create the models. Everyone know that does not create the models. Instead, the client defines what information is required and when it is required and for what purpose. Okay, this is the client or appointing party responsibility. They define the information only. Okay, so all the information which define about define by the client, that document name is OIR, AIR, PIR, EIR and CDE. Okay, and what is the requirement of CDE? So this is the documents which provided by the appointing party, it means the client. Okay, see, client documents, here I already summarized. OIR, it means the organizational information requirements. Okay, EIR, it means asset information requirement. PIR, it means project information requirement, and EIR, exchange information requirements, and CDE structure they provide, it means common data environment. The common data environment, it means I have to save our files a common point so that everyone can access from anywhere. Okay, like BIM 360 and Autodesk Construction Cloud. This is the CDE structures. So that structure is provided by the client. Okay, so this is very important that I must know that which document is provided by whom, right? So these documents clearly communicates expectation to consultants, okay, and contractors. Without EIR, it means the exchange information requirements, ISO 19650 compliance is impossible, because I don't have any information without these documents, right? So it is impossible to start any project without knowing. Okay, so now lead appointed party, it means the consultant, main consultant. Okay, so lead appointment party is usually the lead consultant. Their key role, their key role is planning and managing how BIM will be delivered across all discipline. Okay, so they only plan and manage. Okay, the consultant work is only plan and manage the BIM delivery. Okay, and most important is they create the BIM execution plan. Okay, BEP. This is the document which I will explain in next video, because this document is quite important. Okay, in this document we have to explain about project information requirement, CDE structure, file naming convention, class matrix, okay, BIM organization chart, everything I have to explain in BIM execution plan which provided by the consultant. Okay, and the also software version. So all this mentioned in this document, BIM execution plan, and it is provided by the main consultant. Okay, and also the coordination strategy, that about the class detection and how I have to follow, and which software I have to follow, which version I have to follow. So all this one is provided by and guided by the consultant, right? So now it is clear up to here that which document is provided by the client and which document is provided by the main consultant, right? If you have some doubt, then yes, comment below and I will try to explain again. Okay, so the next is see, this is pre and post BIM execution plan which provided by the client, BIM strategy and responsibility matrix, class report which I already explained. The next is plan, which is backbone of BIM delivery. Okay, it converts the client's information exchange requirement, it means EIR, into clear instruction for all project teams. Okay, so see here appointed parties. Okay, what is appointed parties? It means the discipline consultant. Okay, like the structure, MEP or discipline, BIM models, drawing and schedule. So this is the discipline consultant, particular consultant of every disciplines. Okay, like appointment parties are the actual model authors. They are responsible for producing discipline specific BIM models and drawing. Suppose if the consultant is for HBAC, then they will provide or create the drawings and documents or a schedule or bill quantity related to the only HBAC, that particular models. Okay, so next is appointed party delivers. Like I already explained that each consultant prepare a task information delivery plan, which is TIDP. Okay, here it is TIDP. Okay, and the BIM models. Okay, QA/QC check and as built models. So each consultant prepare. Okay, the next is here, the next is task team. Okay, which one is the task team? Like the team which works the specific models is called task team. Okay, task team is author of model, internal coordination, and the follow BIM execution plan and EIR exchange information requirement. These two documents they follow, which is provided by the consultant, and EIR is provided by the client. These documents they follow and create the model. Okay, so task team are the people actually working in Revit or other BIM tools. Okay, the other teams like consultant and the client doesn't work, they provide only the documents and the guide them. Okay, but the actual team, the which work on software like Revit and other BIM tools is the task team. Okay, they must strictly follow the BIM execution plan and ISO standard. Okay, and last one is information manager. It is like separate. The information manager ensure that information follow correctly through the common data environment. It means they check the naming and revision that the task team or the providing the models, their naming is correct or acceptable as per the ISO or not, and they also make the structure of the CDE, common data structure. Okay, like they make all the folders. I will explain about the CDE later in my upcoming videos. Okay, like Autodesk Construction Cloud and BIM 360, they make all the folders. That making the folders is responsible by the information manager. Okay, information manager they work. Okay, next is handover and operation. While creating the models and after construction, which document is provided? Okay, like handover. Okay, so at project handover, the project information model like PIM, okay, which provided by the client in initially stage of the project, PIM, project information model, become the asset information model. Okay, AIM. This document is provided while handing over about the asset. Okay, and about the for the purpose of maintenance, we provide also operation and maintenance manual and asset data and COBI data. This document is provided by the uh, in this data it is everything related about the product or equipment which I use in the project, and from where I can purchase while doing the maintenance on in future. If something is not working, then to whom I have to contact, all the details and number, contact number, email ID, all the, it means the all asset data is handing over, and that is mentioned in AIM file. That file is called AIM. All the data is included one file, and that file name is asset data information, AIM. Okay, so I think everyone understand and clear that at what stage which document is required and provided by whom. Okay, so see, in summary, if you check, the client provides only they only define the needs, what needs, and what they required at what stage, and lead consultant, they manage that needs, and they make sure that how I have to deliver the BIM, and consultant creates the it means the consultant create the models. It means they creates only the specific consultant. Okay, like individual discipline consultant, they create the model like a LOD 300. Okay, after that the contractors, they create the 500, 400, whatever. Okay, task team, they are the actual author of the BIM. Okay, and information manager, they control the common data structure. It means the ACC or BIM 360. Okay, so I think you understand something about the video and about these lectures. Okay, and also I hope that now you are clear about the ISO standards, that why it does matter, and which document at what stage of the project required. Okay, so ISO 19650 becomes simple and now. Okay, so in interview, if someone will ask about the ISO, that you which documents created by to whom, now you can explain and you can clear the interview regarding the ISO. I hope so. Okay, so like, share and subscribe for BIM and MEP content. Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi barakatuh.